Tie Granny here. I'm going to make my famous potato salad today. So I wanted to share with you guys how to make it so that you can start making it too. Choppa and Angel and Liz and anybody out there that wants to make this potato salad. It's the way I learned to make it from my mom. I have about 5 pounds of potatoes in here that I boiled last night and then refrigerated overnight because I like working with cold potatoes. And I got my eggs over here that were hard boiled and refrigerated overnight. I like a lot of eggs in the potato salad, so I will easily boil 6 or 7 eggs for a 5-pound bag of potato. And the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to peel all these potatoes. So I got my peeler right here, which I just use as serrated. How do you say that? How do you say that? Serrated?
What the hell is serrated?
Serrated. Serrated? So I got my potato peeler right here, which is just a serrated steak knife. And I just use it to peel the potatoes. When they're cold, it's easy to peel them like this. And then I got my little napkin here for the potato peels. And then as I peel them, I will move them over here. And then as I cut them, I will move them back here. Okay, so you might want to know how long I boil these potatoes for. So what I do is I put them in a Dutch oven pot, and I cover them completely with ice cold water. Then I bring it to a boil, and I literally cook the potatoes until they start cracking like this. This is a good indication that they're done. And what I'll do is I'll just stick a knife or a fork in there, slides easily in and out, then the potatoes are done, and I take them out of the water with some tongs right away, or you can just drain the water in the sink. But I take them out of the water right away so that they can stop cooking. Then as soon as they cool down just a little bit, I will put them in the refrigerator. And when they're cold, you can see like this, they're so much easier to peel. The peel just comes right off and you get a nice clean potato. Okay, so all my potatoes are cubed up and my eggs are peeled. What I want to tell you about the eggs is if sometimes they're real easy to peel if they're cold, and sometimes they're not. So if the peel is sticking, all you have to do is run them under some hot water and then get them warmed up, and the peel should come right off. So this is how I mash up my eggs for the potato salad so that I can get it all in little chunks. And the next thing I will do after I get this egg ready is I will mix it up. And I have salt that I will put in there and some pepper. And I will use this Miracle Whip because I'm a Miracle Whip kind of person. That's what my mom used, I'm sure it was. So I will use almost this whole jar, about 3/4 of the jar to get it nice and moist. And then I always add mustard, not only for the flavor, but for the mustardy kind of look. The only thing that I'm missing from today's potato salad, it pains me to say, is the pickle juice. Ala, who is my mom, and the kids always called her Ala, always added dill pickle juice, and it adds greatly to the flavor of the potato salad. You don't need a lot, it's just to get that pickle flavor in there. Another thing I wanted to say about the potatoes is If you boil the potatoes and you think that you've overboiled them because they're really soft and they're like falling apart, cracking or whatever, you can usually still save those potatoes. Just drain the pot of water and pick them out the best you can. Sometimes I just put the whole pot in the refrigerator if I have room. So save the potatoes, because when they get cold, if you're going to mix it up the next day, when they get cold, you can work with those pieces. It takes a lot to ruin a pot of potatoes. I just try to keep an eye on them, and especially if you're going to make them the next day. So here's what my egg looks like. It's all chopped up. It almost looks like egg salad. And this is how I add it to the potato salad. And I'll be back after I've mixed it all up. That is also how I make the egg salad. I mash up all the eggs in a bowl and I add the Miracle Whip, and I don't measure it. I just add it little by little to get it moist and the consistency that I like. And to that I will add about a teaspoon of pickle relish, depending on how many eggs I'm making, and that's to your own discretion too. If you want to start off with with half a teaspoon or a full teaspoon. I know when I go down to Tennessee and I make a whole dozen of eggs, egg salad, I will use like a whole teaspoon of pickle relish. All right, just a little tip for you. Okay, so what I did is I added about a half of a jar of the Miracle Whip, half a jar mustard, not only to flavor, but to give it that mustard color. I added lots of pepper because I like pepper, and I added some salt. All right, you guys, I don't know where my mind is today, but as I started to mix this potato salad, I realized that I was missing some very important ingredients, which is celery and onion. I never put out the potato salad without celery and onion. Actually, I think I did it one time without the celery because somebody doesn't like it, and it didn't go over so well. Okay, here we go. Finished potato salad, ready to go. This is roughly about 5 pounds, bit from a 10-pound bag, so it's roughly about 5 pounds. Hope you guys will try to make it, can learn how to make it. You can't screw it up, just do it.